In this video, I want to share how one client I'm working with experienced what she calls a little miracle. So last week I was working with a client called Francesca, and she talked about how changing her approach to her day made a massive difference. Since 2012, she's experienced ME, CFS, severe dizziness, and immune system issues. I asked Francesca what positive changes she'd noticed, and she said, well, I've experienced a little miracle. She said, in the past, I would wake up, I would check for symptoms. I would be white-knuckling my way through the day. I would be saying to myself, this is going to be hard. I just have to struggle through it till I get to bed. So I've been teaching Francesca an approach called the Mind-Body Reconnect, created by Claire Caldwell, which explores what happens when we ignore the signals that our emotional brain sends us, emotions, symptoms, and sensations. The result is we get more emotions, symptoms, and sensations. If we keep ignoring those symptoms, it can result in what we call the symptom state, where we're just overwhelmed with symptoms. I'm sure many people with ME, CFS, fibromyalgia, long COVID have experienced that. We also explore what happens when we start listening to those signals our emotional brain is sending us and take appropriate action. The result is health, energy, and well-being that we can experience in the moment and cumulatively over time. So Francesca decided to make the day the best it could be by putting into practice what she'd learned from the Mind-Body Reconnect and the work we'd done. She became very intentional for the whole day and practiced the following 9 things. So the first thing was gratitude, finding things to be grateful for. So for example, when she woke up, just focusing on the fact that she was lying in a warm, comfortable bed. Second thing is she worked on noticing and observing rather than judging. One of the things we talk about in the Mind-Body Reconnect is getting curious rather than judging. So maybe getting curious about sensations, symptoms, emotions. Third thing, she committed to living in the present. So just having an awareness of that capacity to be present in the moment. The fourth thing was to practice being present. So again, by just noticing things like being in the warm bed, feeling that sensation of warmth, that sensation of comfort. Okay. The fifth thing she did is to ask herself some really smart questions. First question, am I okay right now? She recognised, yes, she was. Am I safe right now? Again, she recognised that actually in this moment, she was safe. Am I in the best scenario right now? For example, she recognised that she had support nearby, friends, etc. There are hospitals nearby if she needs hospital attention. She said to herself, I'm not in Gaza. Okay. She also practiced these questions that she learned from me. Asking the question, is it useful? Is it true? What's important here? So if she recognised that she was saying something unhelpful to herself, these are really useful questions to ask. The sixth thing is she created this little phrase and she said to herself, I am safe, 2, 3, 4. And she used the 2, 3, 4 rather than saying, I am safe, I am safe, I am safe. It just felt like it had a better rhythm to it. I am safe, 2, 3, 4. I am safe, 2, 3, 4. And consider if we're focusing on something like that phrase, then we're not focusing on those, maybe limiting negative things that are activating our stress response. So the seventh thing she did was to practice compassion. So she recognised that if at any point she starts freaking out about symptoms or something, she could be compassionate towards herself. The eighth thing she did is she reassured herself by saying to herself, whatever today brings is okay. The ninth thing she did is she decided to stay with what she was feeling. I talked about that in this video, which I'll post below. Francesca's comment to that video was, I love the stay technique. as for me, it feels like it already calms my nervous system. I'll pop the link to that video, which people have given me great feedback about, below this video. And I share in that video a really powerful technique that really supported my healing. So I'd really encourage you to watch that video. So the result of doing all those 9 things, she said the dizziness was far less apparent on the walk. She went for a 15-minute walk and she said, I felt steady and secure. I felt present and connected. At the end of the day, I experienced a sense of well-being and satisfaction that in the past has escaped her. She says, I remember saying to myself at the end of the day, today has been okay. She really enjoyed the 15-minute walk, picture here, and she felt so much better for doing the above things. As I say, she described it as a little miracle. Now, she recognises that she's got more work to do, but she's discovered what is possible when she really gets focused and intentional. And I think it's also possible for you to discover what is possible when you really get focused and intentional, if you're not already. So I'd love to know what your key takeaway is from this video, and what's at least one thing that you can practice from this video. Hope it gives you food for thought. If you'd like to know more about the Mind Body Reconnect, comment the word PDF below and I'll share a PDF that explains the approach. If you'd like more tips, do join my Facebook group. Do follow me on TikTok or Instagram. I tend to be more active on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe and notification button and you'll be notified when I release a new video. And if you do like the video, do share it. So this is video 8 of my mini course. So do check out the playlist. I will link it below. If you've got any questions, get in touch. So keep going. You've got this. Dare to dream big dreams. Wishing you great health. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye for now.